Hello students, today we will see the fifth change in all over business firm when a new partner is admitted. Now the fifth change is adjustment of partner's capital. Sometimes it is given in the sum that when new partner is bringing some capital, it should be according to the old partner's capital, or sometimes it happens that when only new partner can bring that much of capital, then old partner's capital is adjusted according to the new partner. So both of the cases happen, but the main theme of all this adjustment is that whenever a new partner is coming into the partnership firm and they are supplying or he is supplying some amount of capital and he is sharing a particular part in the profit of the firm. So they all must have proportionate capital. According to the share of profit, they should have share of capital also. So this adjustment, if it is mentioned in the sum, then it is done. So let's see, there may be two cases when the new partner will bring proportionate capital of the firm. That means suppose A and B are sharing profit in the ratio of 2 is to 1, and A has a capital of rupees 1 lakh and B has a capital of rupees 50,000. Now their profit sharing ratio is 2 is to 1 and their capital is also in the ratio of 2 is to 1. Now suppose C comes as a new partner and C is supposed to have 1 by 4 share in the firm. So suppose the old profit sharing ratio between A and B is unchanged, then they will be sharing the profit and losses in the ratio of 2 is to 1. Now their profit, their capital is according to their profit sharing ratio, that is 2 is to 1. Now 1 by 4th, if C is supposed to have 1 by 4th in the share of the firm, then others are having 3 by 4th in the share. So 3 by 4th is equal to 150. Now you already know, this is a basic thing. If 3 by 4 is 150, how we will achieve the total capital? So we will divide 1,50,000 by 3 by 4. Then we will get 2 lakh. That means total capital should be 2 lakh. That means C should bring rupees 50,000. So C's capital should be 50,000. So in this case 1, C is supposed to bring rupees 50,000 and he will bring rupees 50,000. So in that case, when C can bring rupees 50,000, that is the proportionate capital. If he can bring, then according to this, what I am going to tell you, according to this process, all the adjustments will be dealt. So stepwise, if we see, what is the step 1? Calculate the adjusted combined capital of old partners as follows. As I told you in example, rupees 1 lakh and 50,000. That you have to achieve by adjustment in the case of admission of a new partner. So how will you achieve? So opening combined capital is given in the opening balance sheet. Here you will add both, or if 3 partners are there or if 4 partners are there, whatever old partners are there, all their capital will be added and we will get the opening combined capital. From there we will add goodwill to be adjusted. That means premium of goodwill that new partner is bringing, we will add that amount here. Again, any profit on revaluation, we will add it here. Again, any reserve and surplus, all these adjustments have been already told to you. You know, when goodwill of goodwill by a new partner is brought, that means premium for goodwill is brought, then that goodwill is distributed between the old partners in their sacrificing ratio. So here no sacrificing ratio is to be calculated. Here just whatever total good premium for goodwill has been brought by the new partner is will be added here. Again, revaluation of profit without distribution. Revaluation of profit will be added. Again, reserve and surplus. Whatever reserve and surplus were there, general reserve, any fluctuation reserve, any kind of reserve or surplus, profit and loss account, accumulated profit or accumulated profits in the form of general reserve will be added up here. Because new partner will not share this accumulated profit because he has not contributed anything in earning these profit and losses. These are all profit and losses accumulated by the old partner, so they will distribute it. If that is having a credit balance, then they will distribute it and add to their capital account. Again, what we will subtract from there if there is a loss on revaluation. Now here please remember that if there is revaluation loss, then there will not be any revaluation profit. So here if there is no revaluation profit and only loss, so loss will be subtracted from here, and profit and loss account, any accumulated loss if it is there, it will be subtracted, and thus we will get adjusted combined capital of old partners. So this is the step 1. That means combined adjusted capital of old partners. What the old partners have in the firm as their capital after distributing all the reserve and surpluses, revaluation profits or losses, or any premium brought by the new partner as goodwill. Now what will be the step 2? Here you have to calculate the combined share of profit of the old partners after deducting the share of new partner. That means if combined share of profit of old partners is 4 by 5, because suppose C has come as 1 by 4, means he is taking 1 by 4 in the profits, then remaining share is 3 by 4. Now here, so you have to calculate the combined share of profit of the old partners. That means A and B. In the example I said, A and B were sharing 2:1 and new partner is sharing 1 by 4. So remaining 3 by 4 will be shared by A and B. So we will calculate that. That means if we subtract the share of new partner from 1, then we will get the share of old partners. That means 1 minus 1 by 4 equals to 3 by 4. Now what is step 3? Here you have to calculate the total capital of the firm based on adjusted combined capital as calculated in step 1 above. That means you have to calculate the total of capital of the firm based on adjusted combined capital of the calculated in step 1 above. Suppose after adjusting all capital, suppose the combined capital of A and B is coming to be 1,50,000. Now that is equivalent to 3 by 4 because C is sharing 1 by 4. So remaining share is 3 by 4. Now how we will get the total capital? So we will divide 1,50,000 by 3 by 4, then we will get the total capital of the firm, combined capital. That will be 2 lakh. So here we will calculate the total capital of the firm, that is 2 lakh, and based on the total capital, that is 2 lakh, if 2 lakh is the total capital of the new firm, then C's share will be 1 by 4 of 2 lakh, that means 50,000. So here in this way we will get what is the total capital contribution has to be made by C. So in this way we will get. Based on this process, let's see according to case 1 how the treatments will be done. So one illustration I am telling you. L and M are partners in a firm. They admit N for 1/5 of share. 9 is to contribute capital proportionate to his share in the firm. Now the combined capital of L and M after all adjustment is given here, rupees 36,000. Find the capital to be contributed by N. Now simply you can understand here. Now a step, according to a step, if you think it will become rather difficult, I think. But if anyone cannot understand, he can follow the steps. If he can remember the steps, he or she, then he will be able to solve this. Otherwise, I will tell you one shortcut method, that is, if rupees 36,000 after all adjustments is the capital of combined capital of L and M. Now N is admitted for 1 by 5th of share. So what will be the remaining share? 1 minus 1 by 5. That will be equivalent to 4 by 5. Now as 36,000 is 4 by 5, if we divide 36,000 by 4 by 5, we will get 45,000. So what should be the contribution of N? It should be 9,000 only, because 36,000, the difference of 45,000, the total capital and combined capital of 36,000 will be only